said something stank. You said something about, what was the definition for stank?
Stank attitude.
And this is what, I don't know, and I talked about this on stage. How a song, and you know the song I'm getting to, and you introduced me to the song, WAP, right? How does a song get so popular because of how moist a vagina could be?
Well, it's Cardi B and Meg
Cardi
Thee
B.
Stallion. They're like the most. Well, Meg Thee Stallion is on the cover of Time magazine because she's one of the most influential people of, I guess, this year.
Yeah, and Cardi is on the cover of the Cardi's on the cover of the barbershops because I heard her WAP is kind of SAP.
I think she was the one that made
Sap?
the decision to leave.
Stank ass pussy.
Stank
That's
ass
what
pussy.
the streets. That's
No, what like stank or
what
because
Twerk Wind.
Oh, who
Wind.
said that? Who
What?
said that?
It was some Blueface.
Oh wow, okay.
Blueface.
He probably gave it to her.
What? The stank.
Blueface, the rapper.
Yeah.
His nasty ass
I
probably
heard-
gave it to her.
I heard. So what is the best?
So
Is it-
Blueface said, I just want to be clear because I hadn't heard this. Blueface said that Cardi B has stank pussy.
No, he didn't say that. He said her twerk wind was on fire. That's what he said. Twerk wind. So
Wait, for those who don't know, what is twerk wind? I got to hear the definition of twerk
You
wind.
know what twerk wind is.
I'm just
He had
saying.
a whole episode on it.
But maybe it's their first time listeners.
for
Okay.
first time, Liz, twerk winds is when your buttocks. This is what creates
Right.
twerk wind. When your buttocks has a. That's why I'm
Your
not.
buttocks?
No, come on. You know that moisture.
When it's clapping.
Yeah, that's why I'm
When
not
the
really
cheeks are
with-
clapping?
Yo, when them cheeks are, and then the temperature goes a certain way, and then because when you do this, it creates like a little like.
Right.
Oh yeah, one time I was talking
science.
to this guy, and you know I've always wanted a butt, and like my whole 20s I like had no butt. So I was talking to this guy, and he was
I
telling me
remember when
about
you didn't have a butt, and you was like, you was dealing with mental issues.
yeah, I was. But,
Okay, go ahead.
So this guy, I was like, you know, I wish I had a butt, and he's like, well, he's very cautious of really big butts because
same way.
you don't know if they like clean it.
Yo, I've
So
said that. I don't need.
like how could they get all the
You're
nooks
gonna miss
and
a spot, and even if you miss a spot, it's like an incubator. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just hold that joint up and put a fan in it, it's still gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm telling me.
So you don't like big asses.
Man, I'm not a big I'm telling you, when I used to go out with my friends, we never had a problem with women. I'd be like this, oh, look at that bitch with that flat ass over there. This is what I was always into. Slim booties. I don't have to have a big booty. Medium booty, it could even be small. I was a gap man. I was a gap. What is it called? It's the thigh gap, right? That thigh gap is everything. That's the ventilation. There's always air shooting through it. There's always air shooting through it. And then when you arch the back, you know, when you arch the back where they get that part going right there, it's a straight shot. You don't have to be in super shape. Them big giant butts, you gotta lift it up here, you gotta do all this type of shit. But them slimmies, this is my favorite joint. They call it what I call it slick, when you slim and thick. You know, that's one. And not only that, those are the butts.
Wait, how are you slim and thick? What are you talking about?
you got yeah, they're
Are you talking about like skinny?
I'm
that,
slim
like
and thick.
slim.
I'm slim.
I
but
wouldn't
thick.
say thick. I wouldn't say you were thick.
Well, you don't know what that
I don't
means.
know. Okay, I guess.
No,
I
you're
don't.
not thick, Jivanta.
See?
I'm thick,
No.
baby boy.
No,
I'm thick.
Nah,
No,
you're-
you got yams.
I'm thick.
No, Jivanta. You have no calf muscles. You have no.
Change that.
You're
Change that
not-
poster.
No.
Change that poster.
Thick.
No.
Change
I'm
that
saying,
poster and let's see.
Cinnamon, listen, Cinnamon.
I'm thick.
I'm not-
I don't care what y'all
You know what I'm
say.
saying? No, thick. You don't understand. You got yams. The streets have said you got yams.
Right.
But thick is a whole different joint. But going back to that, it's slick. Slim
Nah,
and
yeah,
thick.
I'm not thick like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, but that one right there with then you have that thigh gap. That's just like a straight shot. Bop, 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 bop. You can get in and out.
But yo, can you get twerk wind from the thighs?
Nah, you can't
Nah.
get twerk from thigh. Twerk when it comes from the booty hole.
Ew.
You know, pretty much. It's hard to keep that joint.
And
Motherfuckers.
the other part of
So
it.
just
Yeah,
the
the up
cheeks
on it.
clapping.
Yeah, it's like
Like-
truffle butter. Truffle butter.
Right.
Truffle butter
Gross.
creates twerk wind. Some people like that. Some people like the smell of twerk winds and truffle butter
The
combination.
smell of twerk wind in the morning.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, you're not thick.
So what were you saying about
That's
twerk?
fine.
What
I'm
were you
just
saying about twerk wind? I forget. I threw you off. You were saying something, and I made you.
I said Twerk Wind is just
He was talking about Cardi B's record.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
WAP. Yeah.
wet. And then like I didn't know the song. Then I broke down the lyrics. I not broke down, but I read the lyrics of the song and really listened to it. Because you get a certain age, you don't know, you got to hear it like 5, 6 times. And she really thinks that her wet ass pussy is everything. Like she says, one of the parts she says, I don't cook and I don't clean. And what was it? She said she don't cook and she don't clean because of her wet ass pussy?
Wet ass pussy, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. This was so unfortunate and sends the wrong message to the young girls out here. Like, they don't think that, and I'm not saying you have to be domestic or whatever, but your pussy can't be everything and can't just be your claim to fame. You know?
I mean, how long? It was Kim Kardashian's claim to fame.
I think a lot of guys would disagree.
Yeah, but it's not gonna. It's not. You know,
it does last because you can build an empire. So there's two types of women. They can
the odds. The odds.
Like Cardi B doesn't need to have to cook. She doesn't have to cook or clean, and she can get a man that's okay with that.
What I'm saying is
that's what you're saying.
But her music got her that.
What I'm saying, sending the message that only thing you have to do to get everything you want is to have wet ass pussy.
But I don't think that's what she's saying. I don't think that's the clear message.
You don't think that because your pussy probably still wet.
You're talking about okay, go ahead.
I'm talking about these young girls. Mm-hmm. And I'm not one of the motherfuckers that hate on the music or whatever, but I just think it sends a crazy message when the only thing that you need to get ahead in life is a wet ass pussy. Understand you said about Kim Kardashian, but it's not a lot of Kim Kardashians. Mm-hmm. And it's not just Kim Kardashian's pussy that got her so hot. It's her mother managing her wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
It's the marketing. It's the business sense of it. But for these girls to be running around just thinking all you got to do is have wet ass pussy. Because if that's the only thing that you have to offer a relationship or a man, that's the only thing that he's going to give a fuck about. And eventually he's going to take advantage of that shit. And you're not gonna be anything to him but another piece of wet ass pussy.
Well, I look at that record differently. I think it speaks on more than just wet ass pussy. I think it speaks on representation of women's music and voices and highlighting their pussy. Because at the end of the day, like when I first heard the record, I was like, oh my God, like what are we doing here? Because it came. Let me finish. It came right after Beyonce's Black is King. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, I feel like they took us back thousands of years. But on the flip side of it, it's like you have music that hip hop, the Migos, all these like rap artists that can highlight a pussy and dick and fucking bitches and all this stuff. So why can't women talk about how wet their pussy is, how wet their pussies are without, pigeonholing the idea that, oh, well, just because my pussy's wet, then I can get X, Y, and Z. I think the record speaks more volumes than just.
Give me one line that speaks volumes. One line that speaks volumes away from the fact. Here, I don't understand what you're saying.
I know you don't.
All right, so give me one line that represents what you just said. And
I think the whole song, because at the end of the day, if you compare it to other songs that degrade women or that highlight sex and getting head and eating pussy and eating ass, it's like why isn't that held in the same regard? Like, why can't we have a pussy record? Why does
I never said you could. The song is
right. But I don't think it's promoting just having a wet pussy and getting by just having a wet pussy.
So what else is I'm just curious, what else does it promote?
Having a vagina and women empowerment. I feel as though
so
that's
I
think it's the power in the pussy, like how much power pussy has. That's for me what how I feel about the song. The power in the pussy.
Pussy has
however you want to take that.
The only way pussy has that much power is for a weak motherfucker. Because no pussy should have enough power to control. And you know what? This is how I feel. As bomb, this is what an OG told me, comedian. He said, Donnell, he said, you're going to be successful once you get all the fucking out of your system, all chicks and everything. He said because, and this is what your wet ass
Did you get the fucking out of your system?
Yeah, I'm so fucking out of my system. Like, yeah. But listen, and this is what I want to tell you. And this is what he said to me. Like, your wet ass pussy, and I'll use this. It don't matter how good your pussy is, it's never going to be better than new pussy. Period. There's no way. That's what I'm saying. And I understand what you're saying, the power of the pussy. But for me, for a woman to
we're talking about two different things.
We're not talking about two different things. I'm saying the same. I'm explaining the same. We're not talking about two different things. We're not talking about two different things. You're talking about the empowerment of your pussy. That's what you're talking about. And I'm saying that it don't have that much power because it don't matter how good you think your pussy is. A nigga might have 2 or 3 other not as wet pussies. They might have different type. They got different type, but they got tight ass pussies. They got dry ass pussies. But this is the problem. Women think they pussy is the best. And it's not.
And like I said, I think we're talking about two different things. The song isn't about, oh, my pussy is the best pussy. It's celebrating pussy. So it's celebrating it. It's not saying, oh, we got the best and they know bitch coming after us. Da, da, da. Like that's not what we're saying.
That doesn't make no.
That's not what it's saying.
You're not explaining what it's. You're saying that, but you're not explaining the lyric.
I just said it. It's the power.
Okay,
yeah,
give me
the power of the pussy. So the representation of the pussy. What you're trying to say, what I'm receiving from you is that we think our wet pussy.
Stacey, we're talking about wet pussy right now. Come in, Stacey.
We think our wet pussy is the end all be all, and there's not another bitch with the next one.
I think it is no future in just having a wet ass pussy.
I agree with you. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. We were talking about two different things.
Stacey, in a relationship, Stacey, how?
So you're talking about a relationship. That's what I'm saying. Then you're compartmentalizing this conversation. So if we're talking about in relationships, as in regards to relationships, yes, your pussy cannot be the only thing that you contribute.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you got to break it down then, because that's why I said we're having two different.
When you're saying,
I was talking about what the song represents. We're talking about two different things.
For women, what the song represents for women, not for men.
Right. So now we're talking about in relationships, your pussy can't be the only thing that you contribute to a relationship.
Okay, that's what you say. But when you tell me, as a man, you got your wet ass pussy. I have a hard ass dick. Okay, so we're even.
Right.
So
in relationships.
Okay. But if you tell me I don't cook, I don't clean because of this wet ass pussy, and I said on stage, I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I don't need a pussy that wet. Maybe I need a drier pussy that can make a casserole, that can make an apple pie. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. And I know it's a catchy song, and I'm not trying to be the old dude that hate on it, whatever. But I personally think it sends a weird message when you say all these.
In regards to a relationship, right?
So you don't want your wet ass pussy to have a relationship?
I do want. Yes. Yeah. But I know that my pussy is not the only thing that I'm contributing to a relationship.
They didn't say this in the song.
I have the wherewithal to know that.
They didn't talk about their IQ in the song.
Okay, well, but it's a song. It's a song, and it's just an anthem. What was that?
Megan Stallion talked about going to school.
Yeah, yeah.
With her wet ass pussy.
With her wet ass pussy. She got a degree.
With her wet ass pussy. And how did that happen?
But she's still contributing more. Now she's contributing education and whatever comes after that, and her wet ass pussy. So it is promoting more than just that.
It's a self-song.
And you don't have a vagina.
Don't have one.
We need to have a dick anthem.
Oh, there's so many.
There's so many. That's what I'm saying. There's so many dick anthems.
Put it in your mouth.
There's so many. There's so many songs.
Men, we need a dick anthem.
All right, let's do it.
But to wrap it up in regards to relationships.
Wait, you're real loud right now. Back up.
Sorry, I can't hear myself. To your point, speaking to your point, in regards to relationships, I don't think the pussy is the only thing you should contribute to a relationship.
I don't think so either. Because after a while, it's gonna be old. It's gonna be old, and it's not gonna be wet forever.
They can't say that in the song though. It is a good song.
It is a great song. I thought it was a great song. I thought it was a catchy song.
But Donnell, you gonna make the dick anthem? That's on you. You got to do it. If we need it, you got to do it. Write that down in your notes.
I'm gonna make a song called Dilf Dick.
There you go. Dilf.
Living my Dilf life.
Dilf life.
My wet ass pussy. I know a lot of older women with wet ass pussy, so it will be wet forever. Exactly.
It's time to roll with the Donnell Rawlings Show.
Donnell Rawlings Show.